So I was thinking about neighborhoods and how, particularly in my neighborhood, in Western Massachusetts, we craft our neighborhoods according to where we feel comfortable and where we feel community. Because I live in farming country, but I'm lucky too because I live just a short way from a farm called Ioka Valley Farm, and this farm is nestled in a valley in the mountains of the Berkshires. It was founded as a dairy farm in 1936 and now is run by Don and Judy Lieb and their son Rob and daughter-in-law Missy as a year-round destination. I recently had a chance to sit in the kitchen and talk to Don. He greeted me with a kitchen knife that was, an electric kitchen knife that was running for no reason. So I think that was his way of saying that he wasn't too happy to be um, interviewed, but he and I had a really nice conversation. Um, Don says that the purpose of the farm now, it was a dairy farm, but now as a farm through all the seasons, its purpose is to create memories for people. They work very hard to be welcoming as well as to be knowledgeable and educational so that people can visit the farm and go away with a memory that has been crafted from a farm. And I think that's a noble way to live and really a wonderful way to live. Don knew he wanted to be a farmer when he was 14 years old. He was born in the house that he lives in now, and he said that was a revelation to him just recently, that he'd spent his whole life at this farm, and he's very happy with the way his life has gone. He doesn't regret a bit of it. And he also told me that the way to make money used to be with the farm was to borrow money. He would borrow money to make money, and he always knew he could borrow the money and that he could pay the money back. And he's still borrowing money and making money, but it's a little trickier now. So, when you go to the farm, you're welcome to take a look around. Everything's clean as a farm can be. It certainly does smell like manure, as a farm should. There's all kinds of educational displays, old farm tools, new farm tools, cows made out of wood. There's goats and chickens around that you can feed, and you can just, really enjoy yourself, children especially, just exploring the farm. I particularly like to look at the architecture, at the silos, and the way that also I like the way the barnyard is paved. Um, I just I just am very interested in that type of thing, in the way that buildings are crafted, and because Ioka Valley is so welcoming, you can just have fun looking around. After you've taken a look around, you can take a seat in the cafe, which is CALF-A, where they serve for delicious food, particularly at maple season, which is when I visited. Um, I would recommend the pancakes, and there's French toast and waffles and all kinds of meats and maple butter and this little squeeze bottle of maple syrup that you're welcome to use as much as you want of. And after you've had your pancakes, you can head out to the sugar house and meet Miss T and John, and Miss T will just regale you with all sorts of information about maple sugar and how it's metabolized and how it's better for you. And she has recipes. She has a crock pot of bread pudding cooking, which she's made with maple syrup. And I took that recipe because I was very interested in making bread pudding in a crock pot, especially with maple syrup. And you can take a look at the different types of trees, and you can take a look at the syrup operation and the way that the sap comes in through lines. Miss T says they tap more than 9,000 trees. They're not quite up to 10,000 yet. And the sap runs into holding tanks from lines in the woods. And it's going to be boiled into maple syrup when there's a big steam cloud over the sugar house. So I'm so glad I got the opportunity to introduce you to a favorite place of mine, Ioka Valley Farm.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you